church. Okay, now, thank you so much, Laura. That was wonderful. Can we try this one more time? Good morning, church. There it is. It is a beautiful day outside. My name is Javon Haskin, and we have the pleasure of being joined this morning by our house band. Can everyone give them a little welcome round? For our gathering song this morning, it was written by legendary gospel musician Shirley Caesar, who wrote this song to reflect her deep faith in God and the knowledge that true joy doesn't depend on your circumstances. So please rise in body or in spirit and sing this song of resistance, This Joy I Have. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. This strength that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This strength that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This strength that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. Oh, this love that I have, oh yeah, the world didn't give it to me. This love that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This love that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. This peace that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This peace that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This peace that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. This joy that I have, come on now, the world didn't give it to me. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. The world didn't give it, the world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. Oh, the world didn't give it, the world didn't give it, the world can't take it away.
Good morning. I don't know what that is. Welcome to Mount Diablo Unitarian Universalist Church. I'm Reverend Rodney Lemery. My pronouns are he and him. And we're really glad that you're here. here in this place where every Sunday we try and do something a little special. Again, we gather together, regulars and first-timers, attempting to practice the beloved community that so many of us envision for our greater world. As Unitarian Universalists, we may not necessarily worship any one specific deity here, but I kind of believe that this is the space where we worship something really big, the possibility of something better. Some mornings, the music and the words, maybe today, or the particular quality of light in the room will find you right where you are, and other mornings, they are clearly meant for someone else. That isn't our failure, it's how we do church. We don't gather just for ourselves and our own uplift. Sometimes our job is to hold the space for the person sitting right next to us, or on the screen with us, or in the chat room with us. They may not even have known they needed what they are receiving until they walked through our doors, and we all make that possible. So whatever brought you here this morning, whether it was habit, hope, or heartbreak, we are really glad that you are here. Whether you're here in the sanctuary, Borton Hall, or watching from home, wherever here looks like to you, we're glad to be together. And for those who are online, afterwards, we will have a virtual coffee hour, which will be held for 15 minutes. That way you can say hello and see people that you may have been chatting with in the YouTube chat area. Given the heinous events in the states of the former Confederacy, that's how I will be referring to them from now on, since they want to be associated with that kind of philosophy. Please keep an eye out in our justice email. We will be providing many more ways to connect with defenders of democracy nationwide, including UU The Vote, our national UUA-sponsored democracy justice group. For any of you who need a listening ear, we have pastoral listeners here on campus, and you'll see them near the water column during our offertory. We are also a busy congregation living out our mission and UU values, and so I just want to lift up a couple of announcements. This Wednesday is our last Wednesday evening programming for the church year. We will be doing paper dolls for the Free Families campaign. We've done one set of paper dolls before. This will be the next batch that will be delivered to families that are being detained in Texas. So if you come to the Wednesday night dinner, we would really love to have some extra hands to complete some of those paper dolls. Also this Thursday from 5 to 7, Reverend Leslie and Reverend Millie Phillips with FAME are hosting a Faith and Solidarity webinar that will invite very many local immigration groups working here in Contra Costa County to lift up some of the specific work that they are doing as an opportunity for any of you who are interested to get involved if you are not already so inclined. Finally, welcome to this, our beloved community.
Good morning. I'm going to riff for a minute. All good. I'm Mary Kelly Persine, a member of your Board of Trustees. My pronouns are she, her, and hers. And welcome to our service. We begin our service by reading our mission. We bring to life our Unitarian Universalist values as we seek truth and work for justice, nurture compassion and courage, reach out to each other and to our larger community of faith, bridge the divisions that wound the human family, transform ourselves and our world. Good morning. Good morning. Thanks to everyone who pledged their support to MDUUC. Thanks to your generosity, we have reached 88% of our goal. We still haven't heard from some folks. If you have a question about pledging, you can see me and our friendly octopus No one's been able to tell me yet whether the octopus is named Marcellus. For anybody who saw Remarkably Bright Creatures, he looks just like Marcellus, but go see the octopus. And by the way, if you haven't seen Remarkably Bright Creatures, you need to put it on your list, for sure, and read the book. All right, you can see the friendly octopus in the Borton Hall after the service. Remember, you can also pledge online through the donate link on our website. We have a congregational forum to discuss the budget and other matters today at 12:30 in preparation for our annual meeting on June 7. This is also the time to request an absentee ballot to vote on the slate of amazing candidates. So come and hear about it at the forum. And members, watch for additional information in your email this week. And welcome. It's good to be together.
And today we are going to explore what it means to embody joy. So I'm going to invite us to turn to our neighbor and just say, it really brings me joy to have you here.
I love the pit, pit, patter of the raindrops. I love the buzz, buzz, buzzing of the bees. But the thing I love the best, yes, the very, very best, is to know that love surrounds me. I love the pit, pit, patter of the raindrops. I love the buzz, buzz, buzzing of the bees. But the thing I love the best, yes, the very, very best, is to know that love surrounds me. I love the pit, pit, patter of the raindrops. I love the buzz, buzz, buzzing of the bees. But the thing I love the best, yes, the very, very best, is to know that love surrounds me. Is to know that love surrounds me.
Good morning. I'd like to invite you to join me in saying our chalice lighting words. We light this chalice to celebrate Unitarian Universalism. This is the Church of the Open Mind. This is the Church of the Helping Hands. This is the Church of the Loving Heart. Together, we care for our earth and work for friendship and peace in our world. Well, you're in luck. We heard somebody in front say, "Oh, I love that song." So today, for our Time for All Ages, we're going to do something a little different. That slide is your clue. I know, oh my gosh. Instead of sitting and listening to a story, we are going to become part of that story together. In a moment, we are going to hear the song Pink Pony Club. Now, on the surface, it's a fun dance song, but underneath it is something deeper. The Pink Pony Club is really a metaphor for a place where people can safely be themselves, a place where who you are is not just tolerated, but celebrated, a place where you can breathe a little easier because you don't have to hide parts of yourself. I think many of us spend our lives searching for spaces like that, spaces where our joy, our weirdness, our questions, our identities, our bodies, and our dreams all belong. And that's part of what we hope that church can be. In Unitarian Universalism, we talk about the importance of love being at the center. We talk about the inherent worth and dignity of every person. We talk about creating communities where people of all ages can show up authentically and know that they are not alone. So today, I invite you all to dance. Yeah. So you can all rise in body or spirit, come into the aisles. We want to invite you to move your whole body, to wiggle in your seat, to tap your toes, clap your hands, or simply sway gently. There's no right way to participate. And as you dance, I want to invite you to explore one of these 3 wondering questions. What helps you feel free to be yourself? Who helps you feel safe and celebrated? And how can we help create more Pink Pony Clubs in the world for everyone? All right, let's dance.
I know you wanted me to stay, but I can't ignore the crazy visions of me in LA. And I heard that there's a special place where boys and girls can all be queens every single day. I'm having wicked dreams of leaving Tennessee. Here's Santa Monica, I swear it's calling me. Won't make my mama proud, I'm gonna cause a scene. She sees her baby girl, I know she's gonna scream. God, what have you done? You're a pink pony girl, and you dance at the club, oh mama. And I'm just having fun on the stage in my heels. It's where I belong now, at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing down in West Hollywood. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. Pink Pony Club. I'm up and jaws are on the floor. Lovers in the bathroom and a line outside the door. Black lights and a mirror disco ball. Every night's another reason why I left it all. I think my wicked dreams a year from Tennessee. Oh, Santa Monica, you've been too good to me. Won't make my mama proud, it's gonna cause a scene. She sees her baby girl, I know she's gonna scream. God, what have you done? You're a pink pony girl, and you dance at the club, oh mama. And I'm just having fun on the stage in my heels. It's where I belong, down at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing down in West Hollywood. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. Pink Pony Club. Don't think I've left you all behind. Still love you in Tennessee, you're always on my mind. And mama, every Saturday I can hear your southern drawl 1,000 miles away. Say, what have you done? Your pink pony
club, oh mama, and I'm just having fun. On the stage in my heels, it's where I belong, down at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing down in West Hollywood. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. Pink Pony Club. Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing down in West Hollywood. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. Pink Pony Club. All right, and now I have a challenge for all of our children and youth as we head to our activities. We are going to dance one more time down this center aisle all the way out to our classes as everybody else joins in singing the chorus. Pink Pony Club, I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing down in West Hollywood. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. Pink Pony Club. Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing down in West Hollywood. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. Pink Pony Club.
Ooh, I'm breathless. That was awesome. Good morning. Yes, that was full of enthusiasm now. That's great. See how moving, liberates our bodies and our voices too. All right, my name is Wes. My pronouns are he, him, and his. So some of you might know that I am a Master Certified Health and Wellness Coach, Professional Certified Life Coach, Certified Massage Therapist, and a licensed group fitness instructor. So it's all about health, wellness, and well-being with me. Everything that I study and I have been doing professionally for the 11 years of my life is closely related to well-being via physical, mental, and emotional expressions. I motivate, I inspire, I manipulate muscles, and I lead well-being. From everything that I have been doing this past decade, either coaching, massaging, leading a group fitness class, all of it involves movement. Our physical body is essential for our overall well-being, and that is including mental and emotional well-being as well. When you go to see a doctor for some physical pain, usually the doctor will recommend some medications and also physical therapy, which involves exercises, stretches, and movements. When you see a psychiatrist therapist, they might also suggest getting outdoors, getting some sunlight, get social with others to treat some mental or emotional symptoms from some disorders or diseases. Our bodies have the ability to heal most of physical, mental, and emotional troubles that might come along the way. Exercises and movements help the body release the so-called good hormones. You heard of that, right? Into our body system, and that will change our mood and our feelings. Those hormones are endorphins, dopamine, serotonin, endocannabinoids, that was a tough name, growth hormones, testosterone, and a few others. Moving is essential to our bodies, mind and emotional well-being. Exercising essentially will make you feel good. It will encourage you to keep moving. It's like you crave that feeling after you start doing it regularly. It is a good addiction to have. In some cultures around the world, like Sweden, Finland, UK, Australia, and a few others, they prioritize moving and exercising as part of their overall well-being. With my wellness background, I would like to remind all of us that we are so privileged to live in the Bay Area. We have tons of open spaces, state and federal parks, public beaches to access so that we can exercise, move, get sunlight, and activate that release of all of those good hormones into our body system, and that will make us feel better. In our current times, where we see so many stressful news about war, discrimination, racism, inflation, pandemics, you name it, right? We have a lot of bad news around us every day. We need more than ever to make ourselves disconnect from it all. We need to find our inner peace, inner balance, our well-being. So, do take the advantage of being living here in the Bay Area. Go out there and embrace your body and its fullness. Make your body work to your favor so you can feel good physically, mentally, and emotionally. And perhaps let it go for a little while of all of the negative events that surround us in these times. One little quick reminder, I just made this note here this morning. Hugs also helps release those good hormones into our body. So when you hug someone with the intention of giving that hug, you who's hugging that person will have those good hormones released into your body, and the person being hugged will also have the same privilege. So whenever chance you have to hug your partner, your daughter, your mom, your cousin, your neighbor, your enemies, just go there and hug them. You know, if they don't like, at least for yourself, you're gonna be doing some good to yourself, right? And you must have heard this phrase before: treat your body as a temple. That is a great and true statement. I do believe in that. Our bodies are precious, and we all come in different shapes, colors, and sizes, and we are all beautiful temples. Don't let the meaning of a temple be confused with an immobile building, right? Like, this is a temple, it doesn't move, made out of bricks and stones. That is not what the phrase means. A temple in this sense means not a thing or a place. It means that your body is worthy of worshiping, is worthy of dedication, appreciation, tenderness, compassion, and joy. The body as a temple is the joy of all. And everything that happens in your life, in our lives, all and everything in your life is tied to your body. I assure you, based on my own past experiences, either as life, health, and wellness coach, massage therapist, or group fitness instructor, once you exercise or just move your body with intention, you will automatically feel better physically, mentally, and emotionally. We are here today at this temple to worship our community. So let's also worship ourselves. If you are able to stand up and sing along with the choir, do it so. If you can't stand up, sing sitting down, clap, hum, tap your feet. Do something with your own body, your own temple, because that is worshiping yourself. So thank you.
This song is from the Native American church movement, and it awakens a powerful sense of openness and thanksgiving. It is inspired by the Native American ritual of greeting the morning sun, a time for acknowledging the daily renewal of creation. So please rise in body or in spirit as we sing, "Thank You for This Day." Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, this healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this life. 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 This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful life. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful life. This joy. Thank you for 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 this joy, this delightful, delightful, delightful joy. This delightful, delightful, delightful joy. Thank you for this love. Thank you for this love. Thank you for this love. Thank you for this love, this surrounding, surrounding, surrounding love. This surrounding, surrounding, surrounding love.
It is the custom of this congregation when we lose a member to death to light a candle from our chalice. And this morning, I am lighting a candle for our member, Sneh Vina, who was a member here from 2017 on, and who was active in our community circles, in our BIPOC group, and who was just always glad to make it to church when she did. She died last year. We just heard about and discovered that from her family, thanks to her friend Catherine Durr, who's here today, which we're grateful for. And we're thinking of her. She was also a brilliant scholar. She had 2 PhDs and did a lot of important educational and cultural work around the world. So I hope you'll take an opportunity. We'll have her obituary next week on the board, and I hope you'll take a moment to think of her. I'm going to ask Aiden to take this candle down to our bowl. I'm also lighting a candle today for our member, Diane Dagan. Diane was a member of the congregation who joined in 2012 and was active in a number of our smaller groups, including some of our women's programming and some of our community circles early on. She did not make it to church as much in later years, but she always was grateful when she was here, and we were always glad to see her. So we're holding her in our hearts as well. This is the time that we take into the loving heart of this community those joys and sorrows that are too great to hold alone. And I'm inviting Aiden to light a candle for our member, Maria Ganaris, who lost her husband, Gary Schaub, a few weeks ago. And she writes, remembering friend of the church, Gary Schaub, after a 6-month struggle with lymphoma and subsequent heart issues, he passed peacefully on April 20th. Though he was a Catholic, MDUUC was an important part of his life, and he cherished his wonderful friends and many years of participation here. Arrangements are pending. So we're thinking of Gary, and who was always here for all of our big events, and also of Maria. So we're holding them in our thoughts today. I would also ask that you hold in your thoughts today our member Carol Bertot, who is experiencing a rapid decline in her health. And I invite you to think of her family, her husband Edgar, her daughter Catherine, and her grandson, for whom she moved to this side of the world so she could be closer. I'm also asking Aiden to light a candle for our most chronologically gifted member, Dora Gonzalez, who at 102 is beginning to slow down. For those of you that know Dora, please know that it might be a great time to send her a card. She's not up for calls or visits, but she does like hearing from people, and the Elder Journey group was able to sort of collect some memories in her honor last week. So please do keep Dora in your heart, and please send her a card if you can. And finally, I'm asking Aiden to light a candle on behalf of the Caring Committee, which would like to light a candle for Arlis Ungar, who celebrated her 91st birthday this month. Okay, and we're going to light 2 more candles, one for those joys and sorrows that are here among us but not expressed in words, and also one to hold our hopes and dreams for this beautiful, imperfect world of which we are a part.
Long ago, Reverend Rodney Lemery received permission from the songwriters of one of his favorite songs by the band Wookiefoot in order to do a mashup with one of his favorite hymns. It is a joy to bring this wish to fruition with our house band today, so please remain seated as we sing this mashup. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe it in, breathe it out. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe it in, breathe it out. When I breathe in, I breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I breathe out love. When I breathe in, I breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I breathe out love. When I breathe in,
And I invite you to keep breathing in and breathing out as we move into this prayer of stretching towards joy. So as we gather today, if there's something you need to stretch, I invite you to stretch it now. It can feel a little bit like a stretch sometimes to move towards joy, and we really want to stretch towards joy and contentment while we're still breathing in peace and breathing out love. So as we breathe in this time, I invite you to imagine breathing in from all the sources of joy in your life and breathing out love to all of those around you. So breathing in from all those sources of joy and breathing out to all around you. Source of life and joy, God of love and life, collective wisdom known as community. This is a deep ask stretching towards joy. We ask today that we center joy in our life, that we let go, breathe out as much as we take in, breathing in, that we train ourselves in the skill of daily savoring, that we remember the happy hop of the little bird as the sun rises, or the deep wisdom of the owl as we drift off to sleep. That we take time to delight in the look of contentment on a beloved face near us. That we hear the resonance of the voice in the song and taste the care of the meal prepared with love. As we stretch towards love, and let's stretch one more time, there is something else you need to stretch, I guarantee it. Let us celebrate that we have the audacity to remember the silly magic of laughter, the loosening of our bodies as its waves shake loose our cares, and may those waves have the majesty of the ocean with all of its waves and crashes. This is a stretch, so let us stretch into it. And may this moment remind us that the power of our joy is not given to us by others, but as we've already heard today, is grounded in what is already truly within ourselves. That opportunity for small joys and contentment are found all around us if we only stretch towards them. May we do so in love and in peace.
Smile when your heart is breaking. Smile even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by. If you smile through your fear and sorrows, smile and maybe tomorrow you'll see the sun come shining through for you. Light up your face with gladness, hide any trace of sadness. Although our tears may be ever so near, that's the time you must keep on trying. Smile, what's the use of crying? You'll find that life gladness, hide any trace of sadness, although our tears may be ever so near. That's the time you must keep on trying. Smile, what's the use in crying? You'll find that life is more worthwhile if you just smile.
That piece really hit the spot, I'll have to say. Good morning, everybody. I am Jim Lincoln. He, him, a member of your Board of Trustees. So one of the many, many things I love about MDUUC, and this may be true generally of faith organizations, is the following. There are many tasks that require doing in order to keep our community alive and functioning to the benefit of us all and in support of our values. Many of those tasks, such as raising money and hiring staff, recruiting volunteers, maintaining buildings and grounds, set up and clean up for social events, are not so different technically from what secular, non-religious organizations routinely do. But when they're carried out within a church or synagogue or temple or other religious venue, they become sacred rituals. They take on spiritual and communal, even holy significance. When congregational members and friends team up to work together on a task or project that serves an instrumental purpose, a special warmth and resonance emerges that makes the operational aspects, which are not always fun in and of themselves, richly meaningful and satisfying. One such instrumental activity at MDUUC that has taken on the quality of a sacred ritual is the offering. It goes like this. A board member, such as myself, offers a few hopefully inspirational words encouraging people to give. They conclude with an invitation to the ushers to approach the chancel, then pass among you row by row, receiving into their baskets your financial gifts. The lovely music of the offertory pervades the sanctuary. And then, in what is perhaps the keystone of these sacred rites of offering, congregants begin to rise, unbidden, in mostly silent queuing along the sanctuary wall. At the head of the queue, the ministers stand with baskets containing colored stones, which those lined up select from and then proceed to drop in a glass vessel full of what I like to think is holy water. In doing so, perhaps they contemplate the memory of a loved one or just hold in silent meditation the sacred moment. Many, including myself, will lower their heads, close their eyes, and press their hands together in the traditional gesture of Western prayer or Eastern namaste. Folks then return to their seats. This congregation has been polled from time to time on what rituals at MDUUC are most meaningful to them. The weekly Sunday offering rites of passing of the baskets, silent queuing, the offertory music, the colored stones dropped in holy water, and the occasional gestures of prayerful gratitude usually tops the list. So, please join me in enacting this cherished MDUUC ritual once again. Those watching the live stream may participate by observing, perhaps in meditative silence, the quiet rise and flow of in-person congregants from their seats to the water temple and back again. They may also share in the giving by going online and navigating to the gift, give, or donate buttons on the MDUUC website or the Church Center app. In-person folks can, of course, do this as well. Will the ushers please come forward? Would you please join me in the dedication of the offering? To the work of this community in transforming ourselves and our world, we dedicate ourselves and our offerings.
I invite you now to join me in a time of responsive reading, inspired by the Song of Songs and Audre Lorde's famous book, Uses of the Erotic. I will read the first line in italics, and I invite you to join me in reading the second bolded line. We have been taught to fear the yes within ourselves, to want less, feel less, take up less space. We were told the body was a temple and our worship was denial. But a temple is not a place of punishment. It is a place of presence. There's an old song, a song of gardens and beloveds, of bodies celebrated. It remembers what we keep forgetting. The body is good. The body has always been good. We reclaim the right to sweetness, to rest, to delight, to the full weight of being alive. We are learning to call our hunger holy and our aliveness sacred. We affirm that we are good in the fullness of our being. We are done apologizing for being here. Come fully into this place. Come joyfully. Come exactly as you are. This body, this life is holy ground.
Years ago, while I was still working as a healthcare consultant, I visited Amsterdam. My team had a warm welcome dinner with our clients and then their director of clinical operations. After the dinner, we went out into the fresh evening air to say our goodbyes. Now, I had been to Europe enough to think that I understood a very common ritual that was used by many different European countries, the two-cheek kiss. First the left, then the right. It was a small gesture that was seemingly done to either greet or say goodbye during gatherings. When it was my turn to say goodnight to the director, she locked arms with me, and we started that familiar little dance, left cheek, then right. But after the second kiss, she kept hold of my arms and leaned in again. Not wanting to interrupt the flow, I followed her lead. I can still picture the stunned group of people, wide-eyed in expressions, my colleagues standing there probably in embarrassment, and the director's staff themselves. It seemed like time stood still for a bit, and then everyone burst out laughing. It was the kind of laugh that takes over before you even realize it. We had locked lips. Now, I should probably mention that I spent much of the dinner talking about my husband, as did she. But that laughter that we experienced was the kind that leaves you doubled over, gasping for air, tears streaming down your face. For that moment, all of our roles and our titles disappeared. We were just people undone by joy, letting it in, letting it take over. As I learned that night, unlike much of the rest of Europe, the Dutch actually do 3 kisses to say hello and goodbye, not 2. I will always remember that fact, but I will always remember the laughter too. And not just because it was funny and maybe I was a little embarrassed, but there was something special in that moment of laughter. It was like the joy passed through the entire dinner party in some kind of way. It was like laughter used my entire body and the laughter of others to welcome in that joy. Wes spoke about this earlier, but there's a line in the Christian scriptures, specifically Paul's first letters to the Corinthians, which I'm told some of you may have discussed at this week's Bible study class with Aiden. So I hope I can do it justice. The scripture verse goes like this: "Do you not know your body is a temple of the Holy Spirit within you, which you have from God?" Many Christian denominations focus on what comes next in that verse. The phrase, a simple phrase, "You are not your own." They took those words and built cages around our bodies with them. Your body is sacred, they say, so it must be policed. Your body is holy, they say, so it must be feared. The spiritual life they offer becomes about controlling our bodies, about shame and self-denial. But that wasn't where Paul started that statement. He began by insisting that the sacred lived inside of us, and that is a very powerful assertion. Adrienne Marie Brown, in Pleasure Activism, says that what we pay attention to grows. This isn't just a strategy for organizing or building movements, which is her focus largely in the book, but it's also about how we live inside our own bodies, how we relate to our own desires and hungers. In her book, Brown suggests that when we focus on what's wrong with us, that sense of wrongness only grows. If we spend our lives managing our appetites, suppressing our wants, trying to earn the right to feel good, then shame and scarcity grow as well. Those things remain in us and with us, but our learned shame keeps coming back. We end up exhausted as our internal self doesn't quite synchronize with our outside lived bodies. We end up feeling, many of us, like we're not enough. But what I love about Brown's work is that she offers another option. She suggests that we can choose to notice joy, because that grows too. Not pleasure as a reward for suffering, not joy as some finish line, but pleasure as an actual spiritual practice. Joy and pleasure are ways of living in right relationships with ourselves, each other, and whatever we call sacred. Now, she's very careful with her words in this writing, and I think I should be too. Brown and myself are not saying that every desire is sacred just because we feel it. If one's desire causes harm, takes away someone else's agency, ignores consent, that's not pleasure activism. That's just harm masquerading as pleasure. And it's unacceptable, and it doesn't bring actual joy down. She speaks instead of freedom in her writings. And the freedom she's talking about isn't the freedom to take what we want, but rather the freedom to receive, to feel, to be fully present in our bodies, to recognize that they are ours and no one else's without our explicit permission. That's important, and it's at the heart of that theology. The rules and cages that were built by Christian faiths weren't really meant to keep us safe from harm. They were all about keeping us small and easy to control. And the bodies most tightly policed were the bodies of women, queer people, people of color, disabled folks, anyone whose full existence made those in power uncomfortable. This control wasn't always overt, and it still isn't. Sometimes it's introduced to us gradually. It sneaks in as small corrections, a look when you eat too much, a raised eyebrow when you dance with abandon, a cold silence when you love in the wrong way. The control is experienced at our doctor's offices, in the locker rooms, around the family dinner table, and now at the highest levels of our government. Someone always seems to find a way to signal that our bodies aren't quite right. They're too loud, too much, too hungry, too soft, too big, too queer, too old, too slow, too broken. Maybe you know these words well. Maybe you've used them against yourself or others. The words change, but the message stays the same. Our body is something we have to manage, not something we get to enjoy. Instead, Brown asks us to imagine what might happen if we focus on Paul's initial words, the words where he insisted that the Holy Spirit dwells in our temple. What would it look like to practice pleasure not as an escape or a guilty secret, but as the heart of a free life? What would it feel like to realize that the same divine energy that we experience in the smell of a beautiful flower, or watching the amazing night sky light up, or maybe even the feel of an ocean wave, what if all of that divine energy lives inside all of us? She writes that you can't repress pleasure and still expect to find liberation or joy. Our ability to imagine and build a freer world depends on our ability to feel joy. The revolution, she says, if it comes, has to feel irresistible, or it won't last. So, when we sang this morning, I love the pit, pit, patter of the raindrops and the buzz, buzz, buzzing of the bees, we were actually doing something that looked simple, but I don't think it was. We were practicing pleasure activism together, rehearsing our capacity to notice what feels good in our body and name it out loud. Sometimes it's in a children's song about raindrops and bees. Sometimes it's a dance party break to a catchy song. Sometimes it's in laughter in a European parking lot that you didn't plan to stop. Sometimes it's in the guttural, deep laughter with friends and family over dinner or games that ends in tears of joy. These small moments matter because pleasure activism is fractal, another one of Adrienne Maree Brown's concepts. What happens in our small scale happens at the larger scale. So how we treat our own bodies is how we end up treating other people's bodies. The permission we give ourselves to feel good is, in fact, the permission we extend to everyone around us, and that includes when we don't. So practicing joy in our own bodies and lives changes our perspectives on how others should also access that joy. Brown argues that this is how, incrementally and together, we will become a people who know how to be free. Feeling pleasure in a body that the world has tried to diminish is its own kind of refusal. It's its own protest. Brown calls it resistance. That simple act says, I'm still here, I'm whole, you don't get to decide what my life is worth. And we must remember today's song and dance party. When you let yourself feel good, when you take up space in your own delight, you're not just doing it for yourself. You're making more room for everyone. That's the fractal at work. Our temples together, refusing to be caged any longer. This congregation includes so many people who have been specifically, systematically told that their bodies were wrong. People whose genders do not match what the world has assigned to them. People whose size makes them a target. People whose disability means they're treated as less than whole. People whose skin makes their joy and their vote a threat. People whose sexuality is called a disorder or a sin or a phase. We're not going back in. The cage is open. Paul began the verse by saying, your body is a temple of the Holy Spirit within you. Within you. Not above you, not beyond you, not waiting on the other side of enough suffering or enough control or enough smallness. It's within you already. The divine took up residence in flesh and called it home. That's the part we're here to reclaim. So today I reject the theology that told me my body was the problem because the divine lives there. I want us all to be in community with each other in these bodies, exactly as we are. And in this Christian story, the divine didn't reluctantly move into my flesh. It intentionally moved in and stayed. It is here right now, in everybody in this room, in every story of survival and resistance and unbridled laughter in a parking lot in a global city somewhere. The aliveness you feel when joy moves through you, that is not you escaping the sacred. That is you recognizing it.
It was ballet dancer Martha Graham who first coined the phrase blessed unrest to describe the state of sacred discontent at the heart of every creative act. Oakland-connected leadership coach and purpose-driven rock musician Zoe Toby wrote this song as a prayer and a call for us to awake to the world as it is, devoted to the world as it could be, and engaged in bridging the gap. Please rise in body or in spirit as we sing our closing song, Blessed Unrest.
Find my world between the dying and being reborn. I see what is and I see what could be. Can't close my eyes again and go back to sleep. Darkest days, may we all be strong and give our lives so life may go on.
of justice. Make me a vessel for the turning of the tide. Fill my days with blessed unrest, and my nights with dreams of justice. Make me a vessel for the turning of the tide. Fill my days with blessed unrest, and my nights with dreams of justice. Make me a vessel for the turning of the tide.
As the light of our chalice is extinguished in this room, may we take the light and these words of Adrienne Marie Brown into our world until we meet again. I touch my own skin, and it tells me that before there was any harm, there was a miracle.